So you want to buy a new home, but you have to sell one too. Most first-time home sellers never think about how tricky this process can be until they have to do it. Hi, I'm Carolyn Curtis, a real estate agent with Coldwell Banker Realty out of the Morristown, New Jersey office. Buying a new home while you're still living in your current home can create a long string of dominoes. And if just one of those dominoes fails to tip over, the whole thing falls apart. In this seller's market, it is particularly tricky as your home may sell faster than you will be able to purchase a new one. Let me walk you through a couple of scenarios of how you can successfully navigate this process. Option number 1, have a closing contingency. In this case, you put an offer on a new home, but you would only be obligated to buy it if someone buys your home. In essence, if your buyer falls through, then you reserve the right to back out of the new home's contract as well. The obvious drawback to selling a home contingent is that it transfers all the risk to the home seller, and most home sellers don't want to assume the risk on behalf of their buyer. This is especially true in today's competitive market where multiple bid situations are the norm. This type of contingency can put you at a disadvantage when buying a new home. There's also an option number 2, own both homes temporarily. This is a viable option if you can afford to carry 2 mortgages. In this case, you would get a mortgage on the new home and wait to move out of your current home until you're ready. This process is helpful when your new home needs major renovations, but you don't want to move in until all renovations are complete. It is also helpful when you're turning your old home into an investment property and you're planning to rent it out. But there are several drawbacks here. First, you need to be approved for a second mortgage, which is entirely up to the bank's discretion. Second, you have to pay both mortgages simultaneously. Third, you can't apply the funds from the sale of the first home towards the purchase of the second, which means you need to come up with the down payment out of pocket. Of course, not everyone can afford to do this. There is a third option. Rent your home back. Most home sellers are unaware that they can stay in their current home after it sells by renting it back from their buyers. Yep, it's called a rent back deal. In this case, you get all the proceeds from the sale without having to move, which gives you both time and money to purchase a new home. Of course, the big drawback is that it transfers the risk to the buyer, and most buyers are hesitant to take the risk of renting their new home and prolonging their move-in date. However, in this market, buyers are more receptive to this option as a condition to buying the home. Again, buying a home when you have a home to sell can be tricky. Orchestrating a transaction like this is an art form, and you need a great real estate agent, which can guide you through that process. If you're thinking about making a move or know someone who is, I can help. Just call or text me at 201-394-2635. No pressure, just helpful advice and the guidance you need.